Two engineers start at Google on the same Monday. Same badge, same $196,000, same floor, two desks apart. 8 years later, one of them earns $591,000 a year. The other one earns $409,000 and will never be promoted again. You are the second one. You think this is a story about who is the better engineer. It is not. He is worse than you at the actual code. You have both known that for years. The gap between you is $182,000 every year for the rest of your career. One thing separated you. It was not talent and it was not effort, and neither of you saw it happen. It happened at a bar, on the night you both got promoted, in a conversation that lasted 4 minutes. Level 1, the new grad. You are 23, the badge is still warm from the printer. Your title is Software Engineer 2. Inside the company, you are an L3. Nobody says the words Google Engineer without the number attached. You will learn to hear the number first. His name is Daniel. He starts the same week, same team, 2 desks down. He is quicker in meetings than you are. You are better in the code. This balance holds for 8 years. Your first task takes 4 days. It should take 1. You spend 2 of those days reading code written by a man who left in 2019. His comments are still in there. They are funnier than yours. What you write touches nothing important. That is deliberate. They are watching how you fail. You fail politely. You ask good questions. You get better. Your manager is 34 and tired. He has 11 reports. You are number 11. Your total compensation is $196,000. You say the number out loud to your father. He asks if it is a mistake. It is not a mistake. It is the entry price for a room you have not seen yet. Most of that money is not salary. A large part is stock, with a bonus target of around 15% on top. Your first grant vests 33% in year 1, then 33 again, then 22. The last 12% waits 4 years. It is front-loaded on purpose, so year 4 does not feel like walking off a cliff. That is not generosity. That is a leash with a schedule. Nobody explains the leash on day 1. They explain the food. The stock lands in February, May, August, and November. 4 times a year, a number appears in your account. You learn to check on those days. Everyone does. Nobody admits it. At L3, they measure exactly one thing: your individual impact. Did the thing you personally built work? That is a fair question. It is the last time the question will be fair. In month 7, you ship something that reaches millions of people. You feel nothing for 2 days. Then it hits you at once. Daniel ships his in month 9. Yours was harder. Nobody outside your team knows that, and nobody ever will. Level 2, the reliable one. 18 months in, you make L4. Daniel makes it in the same cycle. Software Engineer 3. Total compensation $294,000. Almost $100,000 more for the same chair. Nothing about your day changes. That is the strange part. The measurement changes instead. At L4, they stop asking what you built. They ask whether your project worked. Your project, not your code. That sounds like a small difference. It is not. You are now responsible for outcomes you do not control. A dependency slips 3 weeks. A partner team reorganizes in March. Someone changes priorities in a meeting you were not invited to. You absorb all of it and deliver anyway. That is what reliable means. Reliable is a compliment for about 2 years. After that, it is a description of where you stopped. In your second year at L4, you take production down for 40 minutes. A configuration change, your name on it. You write the incident report yourself. You do not sleep that night. Nobody punishes you. Your manager says the system should never have let you do that. He is right. It does not help. What you learn has nothing to do with configuration. You learn that this company is large enough to absorb your worst day without noticing. That is a comfort for about a week. Then it becomes something else. Because if it cannot be hurt by your worst day, think carefully about what your best day does to it. You sit with that. Then you go back to work, because there is a launch on Thursday. You start noticing who gets the interesting work. It is not always the best engineer. It is the engineer standing near the right project when it gets funded. You call that luck. It is not luck. It is a system, and you have not learned to read it yet.
Most engineers spend 2 to 3 years at L4. You are on schedule. You are proud of that. Being on schedule is comfortable. It is also how you stop asking where the schedule ends. Level 3, the night it was decided. At 28, you make L5, Senior Software Engineer, total compensation $409,000. Daniel makes it in the same cycle. Of course he does. You go out to celebrate. 2 engineers, 28 years old, $409,000 each, 4 years in. This is the night. Neither of you notices. He tells you what he is moving on to next, a serving system for a product line the company has decided matters. You tell him about the platform work you are inheriting. It is more interesting. It is better engineering. He agrees with you. That is the whole conversation. 4 minutes, maybe 5. Then the drinks come. Remember it. In 5 years, it explains everything. Nothing happened at that table. That is exactly the point. 2 people picked 2 projects, the way you pick a restaurant. One of those projects will be sitting inside a funded strategy in 2029. The other will not. Neither of you had that information. Nobody in that bar had it. The decision that set your next decade was made without data, on a Thursday, by 2 people who were slightly drunk and very happy. If you want the honest version of most careers, it is that. Not a plan, a coin flip you did not know you were making. You walk home that night feeling like you have arrived. In a way you have. This is the top of the part of the ladder that rewards being good at the work. Everything above this point rewards something else. Now here is what nobody tells you about the level you just reached. L5 is the level you are allowed to stay at forever. Nobody manages you out of L5. There is no clock, no conversation, no letter. You are useful, well paid, and permanently unremarkable to the people who decide things. That is not the system failing. That is the system working as designed. The measurement changes again. Now they ask about your team. Did the group around you produce more because you were in it? You are good at this. You mentor 2 juniors. You unblock a launch that should have taken a month. Your manager tells you that you are the person he would keep if he could only keep one. You hear praise. It is also a precise description of the trap. The person a manager cannot afford to lose from his team is not the person he pushes out of it. Level 4, the year nothing happens. You turn 29, then 30. The work is good, the reviews are good. Nothing moves. This is the part that is missing from every recruiting video ever made. At Google, your performance rating and your promotion are 2 separate processes. Being excellent at your level does not mean you are being considered for the next one. The rating asks how you are doing here. The promotion asks whether you have already been operating up there, consistently, long enough that it is obvious to strangers. So you can be rated highly 3 years running and go nowhere. Thousands of people do. You ask your manager what is missing. He gives you one word: scope. You ask what scope means. He says impact beyond your team. You ask how to get it, and the conversation goes quiet, because the honest answer is uncomfortable. Scope is not granted, scope is transferred. Someone above you has to let go of something they are holding. There is no form for that. There is no quarter where it is scheduled. So you do what everyone does. You go looking for a project big enough to change your level. The good ones are taken. The available ones are available for a reason. You take one anyway. A migration nobody wants. 18 months, 4 teams, real reach. Here is the actual work. An old storage system holds data for a dozen internal products. Built in 2016. The people who built it are gone. Nothing about it is broken. Everything about it is expensive. Your job is to move all of it, live, without a single product noticing. That means 11 months of meetings before you write anything real. 4 teams who each want the migration to happen after their own launch. You build the tooling. You build the rollback path. You build the dashboard that proves nothing was lost. It is the best work of your life. It is also completely invisible when it succeeds. That is not a complaint. It is the definition of infrastructure. When it works, nothing happens. Your girlfriend asks in month 3 why you open the laptop at midnight on a Sunday. You explain scope to her. You use the word impact twice. She listens. She does not ask again, not that month, and not after. You notice, later, that you cannot remember the last weekend you were actually in. Daniel's serving system ships that spring. It is mentioned by name in a launch. You are happy for him. You are also doing arithmetic you do not say out loud. Level 5. The packet. At 31, your manager writes your promotion packet. Understand what that document is. It is not your work. It is a story about your work, written by someone else, read by people who have never met you. A calibration committee reads it cold. They have the packet, your peer feedback, and nothing else. They do not know you carried the on-call rotation for 6 weeks in July. They do not know which arguments you won quietly. They know what fits on the page. Every level is calibrated separately. All the L5 cases go into one room together. So your work is not judged. It is ranked against people you will never meet. At L6, the committee is tighter. The budget is smaller. The bar moves from executing inside a team to changing how an organization works. Your packet does not clear. You are told it was close. You are told to try again next cycle. You try again next cycle. Of course you do. Between the 2 attempts, your migration is canceled. Not because it failed, because priorities moved. The compute went elsewhere. A vice president you have never spoken to made a reasonable decision about a portfolio, and 18 months of your life became a line item that stopped. There is no villain in this story. That is what makes it impossible to explain at dinner. Your second packet does not clear either. The work it described no longer exists. Your manager is genuinely sorry when he tells you. He is also already writing someone else's packet. That is his job. You walk around the campus afterwards. It is 4 in the afternoon and the weather is perfect. The food is free. The buildings are beautiful. You are 32 years old. You cannot name the thing you are feeling. So you go back inside and fix a bug. Daniel makes L6 that cycle. His serving system now sits underneath a product the company talks about in public. His packet writes itself. Org level impact. Named in a launch. Numbers that go up on a slide someone senior presents. He is not a fraud. His work is real, and it is hard. But you both know what happened, and neither of you says it at the celebration. $591,000 and $409,000. Same start. Same 2 promotions. 1 conversation at a bar 5 years ago. Level 6. The engineer who stayed. You are 33. You are still L5. One night you do the math honestly for the first time. L6 is $591,000. L7 is $1,040,000. You are at $409,000. Then you do the smaller math, the one nobody posts about. Of that $409,000, roughly half survives California and federal tax. A large part of what is left is not cash at all. It is stock that arrives 4 times a year and moves with a share price you do not control. Take out a Bay Area mortgage and you are comfortable. Genuinely comfortable. You are not rich. That is the quiet joke of this level. On paper, you are in the top 1% of American earners. In your own zip code, you are a normal person with a good job. You could leave. Everyone knows leaving pays better. A competing offer resets your level and your grant in a single afternoon. But your refresher grants vest evenly, 25% a year, and there is always something vesting. That is the design. There is never a clean month to quit. A recruiter calls you in March with a real offer. You run the numbers on a Tuesday night. They are better. You tell her you need to think. In May, a grant vests. You do not call her back. In August, she tries again. You are polite. You are still at $409,000. So you stay. And staying is not stupid. You are paid very well to be very good at something difficult. You have real weekends now. You know exactly what your life looks like in 5 years. That last part used to be the reward. Somewhere in there, it became the sentence. The zoom out. Now stand back and look at what you actually own. Most of your pay is stock, so you are not really an employee with a salary. You are a very small shareholder who shows up to work. So look at what your company does with its money. In July of 2026, Alphabet raised its capital spending guidance for the year to between $195 billion and $205 billion. Servers, data centers, networking, the build-out for artificial intelligence. Cloud revenue that quarter was $24.8 billion, up 82% from the year before. Now read those numbers with your own life inside them. Roughly $200 billion of allocation decisions happen in rooms you will never enter. Not because you are not smart enough, because allocation is not an engineering problem. Your migration did not die of bad code. It died of capital being pointed somewhere more promising. And here is the answer to the question from the first minute. The difference between $591,000 and $409,000 was not talent. It was not effort. It was proximity to what got funded. Daniel picked a restaurant. So did you. You own a piece of that allocation. It is in your vesting schedule. It paid for your apartment. You are on both sides of this machine. You just only get a vote on one of them. Somewhere in Mountain View, two 23-year-olds are scanning badges for the first time this morning. Still warm from the printer. They have $196,000 coming and a first task that will take them 4 days. They will be told about the food. In 4 years, they will sit at a bar, both at $409,000, and one of them will mention what he is working on next. Neither of them will notice. The ladder does not break. It runs out of rungs while you are still walking. And they pay you beautifully, right up to the last one. Watch this next if you want to see what the ones who walk out of this building actually build and what it costs them in the first 90 days.